Hare Krishna. Welcome everyone for the Saturday morning Ram Katha on the occasion of Ram Navami, which will be celebrated tomorrow. Tomorrow is the appearance day of Lord Ram. So Lord Ram is very, very special personality and is the supreme personality of Godhead. Hope you all accept and know that Lord Ram is God, right? How many of you accept? Okay, very good. Ram is very, very popular. When Sukadev Goswami spoke Srimad Bhagavatam to Parikshit Maharaj at the end of the Dwapar Yuga, the beginning of the Kali Yuga, that time Sukadev Goswami told Parikshit Maharaj that you heard enough about Lord Ram and also you spoke about Lord Ram enough. That's why I'll give a summary of Lord Ram's pastime. Very limited description Sukadev Goswami gave about Lord Ram in Srimad Bhagavatam. So Ramayan, Mahabharata and Srimad Bhagavatam, all three are very popular and wonderful Vedic literatures. Generally, in previous days, as soon as sun sets in the villages, they don't have anything to do, and they used to discuss Ramayan, Mahabharata, Srimad Bhagavatam. But Ramayan is very, very popular. So Ramayan teaches us how to lead. If you want to become a leader, and I feel that you all want to become leader, you are studying in prestigious colleges and you want to become leaders. So in order to become good leader, you have to follow the example of Lord Ram in Ramayan. And if you want to live very happily, peacefully, wonderfully, although it's very difficult to live like that in this material world, but if you want to do that, we have to follow the examples in Mahabharata. And if anybody wants to get out of this material world and wants to go back to the spiritual world, how many of you accept the spiritual world? Please raise your hand. Very good. And those who want to get out of the material world and enter into the spiritual kingdom of God, they have to take shelter or study Srimad Bhagavatam. Clear? So Ramayan is very, very important. Ramayan is about Lord Ram. And it is compiled by Valmiki Muni. Valmiki Muni was not having a very nice background. He was a plunderer and he was having a very negative background. But by the mercy of Narad Muni, he became Valmiki Muni. This is the power of saintly association. Dasu Ratnakar became Valmiki Muni. How? By the mercy of Narad Muni. We all have bad qualities in our character. But if we have good association, then we develop good qualities. And we get rid of the bad qualities. But if we have bad association, then The good qualities, whatever we have, will disappear. And we develop all bad qualities. Now, in young age, we develop qualities. And what kind of qualities we'll develop depends on our association. Now, tendency in youth is to enjoy, right? We want to enjoy life. Youth is for enjoyment, and when we become old, that time we will hear Ramayan. But the problem is that we don't know whether we become old or not, right? Before old age, you can die. There is no guarantee. And whatever we do whole life, that is the habit we develop. Very difficult to do new things in old age. So therefore, in order to develop good qualities, we have to have good association. And we have to practice from very early days of our life. So generally nowadays, youths are addicted to drugs, intoxications, and illicit sex. These are two prime attraction. Youths are developing, thinking that is the source of enjoyment. But problem is that the human life is not meant for enjoyment, because enjoyment does not exist. We think it's enjoyment. Just like someone may think, I want to drink water in the desert. You may find some water in desert. May not be. Not possible. Even if you get very little quantity. So in that way, drinking water is not possible in the desert. In the same way, enjoying in this world is not possible. There are 4 levels of our existence. Enjoyment, then entertainment, then enlightenment, then emancipation. So we have our senses, we have our mind, we have our intelligence, and we have our real existence, that is the spirit soul. How many of you accept that we are the spirit soul? Very good. Through senses, we experience enjoyment. Through mind, we experience entertainment. Through intelligence, we experience enlightenment. And through soul, we experience emancipation or spiritual happiness. So Ramayan is the subject matter of the soul. It is not the subject matter of senses. It is not the subject matter of the mind. And it is also not the subject matter of intelligence. It is beyond. That's why it is said, Janma karma chame divyam evang javetti tattata takta deham punarjanma naiti mameti sa arjuna. Krishna says in Bhagavad Gita that his activities, his appearance are transcendental. And who understands this, he does not have to take birth again in this material world. He'll go back to the spiritual world. So why Lord appears in this world? So that the conditioned souls get the opportunity to come out from this material existence. That is the purpose. Because Lord is our eternal Father, and He is very, very concerned about our welfare. And we are all suffering in this world. Why? Because we are in this world. Because this world is the world of suffering. Krishna says in Bhagavad Gita, this world is dukkhalayam. Why it is dukkhalayam? Place of miseries, place of distress. Because this place is temporary by nature. Whatever you do, whatever we have, is not going to stay with us. Is all going to finish, including our body. This body is also temporary. Whatever we see, whatever we have, is all temporary. And whatever is temporary cannot give us happiness. But problem is that we don't have the information of the eternal nature. That's why we are trying to be happy in this material world only. And we think, especially at youth, that intoxication and sex life will give us the happiness, the highest happiness we are hankering for. But Lord Ram is giving the real happiness. Ram means who gives happiness. Whoever will be connected with Lord Ram will be happy. That is the secret of happiness. That is the art of happiness. What is the art? We have to know how to connect with Lord Ram. Because the Lord Ram is the embodiment of bliss and happiness. He is the source of all happiness. And why you are not happy? Because you are not connected. So Ram Navami or appearance day of Lord Ram is the opportunity for all the conditioned souls to get connected with that Lord Ram. That is the purpose. Why you are not happy? Because you are disconnected. Disconnect is the cause of distress. And connection is the source of happiness. So that is the purpose. Ram Navami means we have to connect with Lord Ram. And how we can connect with Lord Ram? Hearing about him. That's why today we are trying to hear about Lord Ram. The characters in Ramayan are glorious. Why it is glorious? Because all the characters are embodiment of sacrifice. The sacrifice for the greater cause makes a person glorious. But we think that if we achieve something in this world in the form of money, position and other things, we have become a great person. That does not make a person great. Who is a great person? Who sacrifices his life for others' welfare. Lord Ramchandra and all the characters connected with Lord Ram in Ramayan are showing this example. Lord Ram was a very, very popular king. Very popular. Generally, people don't like the kings, generally, right? But Lord Ram was not like that. Because he was like the father of all the citizens of Ayodhya. Everybody loved him. Why? He has many qualities, but he has one very wonderful quality. Whenever there is some sorrow or some tragic events take place in a family, Lord Ram used to go to that family and used to cry with them. And if there is some joyous event, a celebration, Lord Ram used to go and being part of that celebration. So Lord Ram was there with all the citizens, both in happiness and distress. That is the quality of a leader. And that's why Lord Ram is very, very popular and loving. In this world, people will be with you when you are having good time. Everybody will be with you. And when bad time comes, nobody will be visible. The friendship in this world is like honeybees. Whenever there is honey, honeybee will be there. Honeybee will not leave the honey. But honey vanishes honeybees also disappear. That is the happiness in this world, and that is the symptom of friendship in this material world. But Lord Ram is not like that. Lord Ram is there always. That's why Lord Ram declares, whoever will come to me, I will give him shelter. Whoever will come to me. And he is the perfect master. Lord Ram is a perfect master. We all need a master in our life. Right? The role model, the hero, who inspires us in every field. If you want to be a dancer, you need an inspirational role model. If you want to be a singer, you need an inspirational figure. If you want to be a wonderful cricketer, you need a hero. If you want to become a film actor, you need a hero. In the same way, if you want to be a spiritual practitioner, then you need a spiritual master, hero. So Lord Ram is the perfect hero. Why? Whoever takes shelter of him, Lord Ram never rejects that person. He takes care of that person in every situation of life. So Vibhishana, who was the brother of Ravana. Ravana is the example of enjoyment. And Rama is the example of service. There's a difference. We have to choose. We want to enjoy or we want to serve. In this world, most of the people choose to enjoy. And what they get? Enjoyment? No. What they get? Frustration. Enjoyment will not come. Enjoyment will not give the desired result. What do you want? We all want to be happy. But through the process of enjoyment, we will not get that. We will get the opposite. What we will get? Frustrations. But if you really want to enjoy, rather if you want to be really happy, then we have to take the path of service. Ramayan teaches us to serve. And service means sacrifice. Sacrifice gives us the satisfaction. Enjoyment gives us frustration. So Vibhishana came to Lord Ram to take shelter. Everybody told Lord Ram is very dangerous to give him shelter. Why? Because he is coming from the enemy camp. And during war, somebody is changing sides and coming is very, very dangerous. But Lord Ram decided, because he declared, whoever will come to him, he'll give him shelter. So, Lord Ram accepted Vibhishana. Not only accepted him, he declared him to be the king of Lanka. Immediately. This is the glory of Lord Ram. Then somebody asked, my dear Lord, you have given Vibhishana the kingdom of Lanka, which belongs to Ravana. And in case Ravana comes and takes shelter of your lotus feet, then what you will do now? Because already you have given Lanka to Vibhishana. Then Lord Ram said, don't worry. I will give Ayodhya to Ravana. Really? Then what will happen to Bharat? Because already you have given Ayodhya to Bharat. Then Ram said, don't worry about Bharat. I'll give you Vaikuntha planet to Bharat. Then somebody told Lord Ram that Lanka is gone, Ayodhya is gone, Vaikuntha is also gone. What you will do? He said, I have my eternal kingdom, the heart of Hanuman. So, heart of the devotee is the kingdom of Lord. So, therefore, if we want Lord Ram to rule over the heart of us, then we have to develop the heart like Hanuman. What kind of heart Hanuman has? Hanuman always remembers Lord Ram. He is always engaged in the service of Lord Ram. Hanuman's life is a life of service. That is Hanuman. Then Ram gives pleasures, whoever is connected with him. Then Bharat. Bharat means who carries the burden of love. Love means burden. We think, oh, love means enjoyment. I love you. You are so lovely. That is not love. Love means taking burden. Love is a responsibility. When we love someone, we have to take responsibility. See Bharat's position. Bharat was in big controversy. Right? Big controversy. Because Lord Ram was about to become king next day. It was declared by Dasarath that Lord Ram will become the king. But something else happened. There's a very interesting personality. Her name was Manthara. So Manthara reminded Kaikeyi about some truth. What is the truth? Because Dasarath Maharaj loved Kaikeyi, because Kaikeyi also once saved the life of Dasarath, and Dasarath wanted to give him some benediction, boon. So Kaikeyi told Dasarath Maharaj, I don't need that. If I need, I'll ask later on. 2 boons. So Manthara reminded Kaikeyi and told Kaikeyi that you heard the news, the breaking news of Ayodhya. So what is the breaking news? So the breaking news is that Lord Ram is going to become king. He said, yeah, I know, I am very happy. Because Kaikeyi used to love Ram more than her own son Bharat. That was the position of Kaikeyi. But Manthara gave her wonderful association. Again, power of association. Poisonous association. The association of envy. When we associate with envious people, we also become envious. And this world is the world of envy. Why we are not experiencing happiness in this world? Because our heart is filled with envy. Prabhupada used to say, this world is the world of envy. I am envious of you, you are envious of me. That's it. That is the world. That's why we are not happy. We are not happy what we have, rather we are unhappy what we don't have. We compare. We always compare. He has this, I don't have this. I must have this. So if I have to have this, then I have to do something which is not so good. This is the world of envy. In a class, only one person can become a topper, right? But there are many candidates to become topper. In a company also, only one person can become CEO, but candidates are many. So what If someone wants to become CEO, what he has to do? Do some unhealthy politics. That is the nature of this world. Everybody wants to go up, up and up. Sky is the limit. And it is a common principle. If you don't want to go up, you are a dead person. And sky is the limit. That is the motivation. We want to go up, 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 and then disappear. Because there is no limit. And that's why you cannot be happy. You can go up, 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 up. More you go up, more you become lonely, because nobody is there with you. You are so high. That's why happiness comes from ground, not from sky. That's why you have to be grounded. And service is rendered at ground. And happiness, enjoyment takes place in the sky. That is the problem. Okay? So envious association is very dangerous. And Manthara was the embodiment, perfect example of envy. Kaikeyi had love for Lord Ram. Not only love, high level of loving relationship Kaikeyi had with Lord Ram. But the association of Manthara changed that heart. Heart changing. And she started thinking, oh, Manthara, what Manthara said? You are thinking it's a good news. It's not a good news. You're a fool. When Lord Ram will become the king, when Ram will become the king, you will be treated like a maidservant in the palace. You will have no respect. Then Kaikeyi started thinking, yes, whatever he is telling is truth. Truth. Then Manthara reminded about that boon. He said, ask for two boon. One boon, first boon, Bharat should become the king. And second boon, Ram should go to the forest for exile for 14 years. Second boon. So whole thing got changed. And Bharat was not there in Ayodhya that time. He was in his mother's place. But everybody understood, thought, believed Bharat is the main person behind this conspiracy. Because Bharat wanted to become king. That's why he played this politics. Everybody believed. Although Bharat did not have any clue what was going on. He did not have any idea. He did not have any desire to become king. But people started believing that, including Dasarath Maharaj. Dasarath Maharaj also believed, because when he heard this from Kaikeyi, Dasarath Maharaj was not able to tolerate this. It was like a thunderbolt in his heart. But Kshatriya means you have to keep your words. You cannot change words. Nowadays people can change words. But in those days, you can give your life, but you cannot change your words. That is Ram Rajya. What we should learn from this, we should be very, very careful what we promise. Once you promise, don't change it. It is really very bad practice and bad quality. Nowadays, people, what they say, what they think, what they do, all are different. People don't trust. Why there is no trust? Because there is no integrity in the character. People change. That's why everything is in writing nowadays. Everything is writing, signed. Even after that, people change. He said, I did not know what I signed. This is Kali Yuga. People don't stand by the principle of truth. But truth also should be applied very carefully. Manthara told the truth, right? But that truth is undesirable truth. That finished the whole situation of Ayodhya. Some people say, oh, speaking truth is dharma, right? But higher than that, you should be mature enough to know whether this truth should be spoken or not. Manthara's truth created a havoc in Ayodhya. That's why, along with speaking the truth, we should also know the consequences of truth. If the truth unites, then we should speak the truth. If truth is for the benefit of human being, if it is benefit for the people, then we should speak the truth. But it is not beneficial, better to be very, very careful to speak the truth also. Truth is the principle, but more important than principle is compassion. It is said that justice is the highest truth, but compassion is higher than that. So unless you have the compassionate heart, unless you feel the consequences of the truth, you cannot speak the truth. Because spirit of the truth is also very, very important. What is the purpose behind that truth? If the purpose is honest, if purpose is helpful, if purpose is for uniting people, if purpose is for benefiting people, that truth should be spoken. So Manthara, although she spoke the truth, but her intention was very, very dangerous. So therefore, we should not follow in the footsteps of Manthara. So Bharat was in that controversy. And when Ram was going out to the forest for exile, the residents, the citizens of Ayodhya also were all following Lord Ram. Because for them, without Ram, Ayodhya has no meaning. That is also the symptom of a devotee. Devotee's life is for the service of the Lord. If there is no service for the Lord, what is the use of the life of a devotee? The residents of Ayodhya, they all started following Lord Ram to the forest. But Lord Ram told them, no, you should not do that. Bharat is a very, very nice person. He glorified Bharat and handed over the charge to Bharat and told Ayodhya Vasis, told the residents of Ayodhya, citizens of Ayodhya, please cooperate and help Bharat. That is the quality of an ideal leader. When a leader leaves the service, he should have proper delegation. Generally, we think if I do it, then it will be very perfect. But if I leave, then things will all collapse. People think like that. But that is not the quality of a good leader. Dasharatha Maharaj was a great king. He was ruling. Dasharatha means he conquered all 10 directions. Nobody could conquer Dasharatha Maharaj. He conquered all the directions. Such a king Dasharatha Maharaj was. Pious king. All the citizens were very happy. But when he proposed that Lord Ram will be the next king, nobody objected. They are saying, oh, very good idea, very good idea. Dasharatha Maharaj was thinking, oh, they are so happy with Lord Ram. But we may think, oh, nobody told Dasharatha Maharaj to stay back. If he was such a great king, then why nobody told him to stay back? Because all the citizens of Ayodhya knew that although Dasharatha Maharaj was a great king, but Lord Ram is much better than him. He was the better choice. So therefore, we should not think that I am the best. There is always a better option. And who thinks like that, he is the great leader. That I am trying my best, but there is always some better option. So Bharat's situation was, Lord Ram told him to rule over. Such a burden. Nobody wanted to see the face of Bharat. That's why Bharat used to take bath in the water of which river? Sarayu river. Before sun rises. Nobody knew. Such was the burden. For the life of Bharat, the kingdom of Ajodhya was not a simple thing. It was a burden. And what kind of burden? Burden of love. That's why his name is Bharat. Then another character is Lakshmana. Lakshmana means who possesses Lakshmi. Very rich. Very rich. But he was in the forest. Nothing he had. Then why is addressed as Lakshmana? Because he had the wealth of Bhakti. Bhakti of Lord Ram. That is the real wealth. In this world, we all want to become rich. And what is the symptom of richness? Wealth, money. Now, not money, credit card, debit card, all cards. Right? So who is rich? When money is more than your desires, he is a rich person. If money is more what you need, then you are a rich person in this material world. But in this material world, always desires are more than money. That's why everybody in this world is poor. So who is rich? Who has no material desire. Whose heart is filled with bhakti. Who has the wealth of Krishna bhakti. Who has the wealth of Ram bhakti. He is the richest person. And Lakshmana is the embodiment of Ram bhakti. He sacrificed everything for the service of Lord Ram. That's why Lakshmana is very, very glorious. Everybody sacrificed. All four brothers sacrificed, but Lakshmana's sacrifice is more touching. Why? During exile for 14 years, all three other brothers, they all had their wives with them. Ram was having Sita with him. Bharat having his wife with him. Shatrughna also had wife with him. But Lakshmana was without his wife. That is the sacrifice of Lakshmana. And when the first day, first night, Lord Ram was about to sleep and there is no bed in the forest, definitely not. And Lord Ram was supposed to lie down on the ground in the forest. When Lakshmana saw this, his heart was broken. He said, my Lord never slept like this. Lord Ram used to sleep on the royal bed in the palace. So he decided on that day, next 14 years, I am not going to sleep. That is the sacrifice of Lakshmana. Lakshmana Lakshmi Sampanna. He is the embodiment of Bhakti. Then the fourth character is Shatrugna. Shatrugna means who conquered the enemy. But all the brothers conquered many enemies. But Shatrugna only killed one person. That is Lavanasur. That also happened in Mathura. Lavanasur, the Asura of Lavana, salt. That's why water in Vrindavan is salty. Because Shatrugna killed Lavanasur in Mathura. But he is not Shatrugna because he killed Lavanasur. Shatrugna killed the enemy within. We have enemy within. Primarily 6 enemies. What are those? Lust, anger, greed, pride, envy and illusion. And especially the pride. So Shatrugna was very, very humble. Humility is the quality of a great person. Pride is not the quality. In this world, people are very proud. Even if you don't have anything, they are proud. Right or wrong? In Kali Yuga especially, everybody is showing their pride. But a devotee is free from false pride. And Shatrugna is the perfect example. And he is greater than Lakshmana. Why? Lakshmana also served, Shatrugna also served. Then why Shatrugna is better than Lakshmana? Because Lakshmana served Lord Ram. But Shatrugna served Bharat, who is a devotee of Lord Ram. Who serves the Lord is great, but who serves the devotee of the Lord is greater. That's why Lord declares, who claims that I am a devotee, he is my devotee, is not my devotee. But who is the devotee of my devotee is my devotee. So service to the Lord is great, but service to the devotee of the Lord is greater. So Shatrugna served Bharat. That's why his position is higher than that of Lakshmana. But the lesson to be learned, the service makes a person glorious. Sacrifice makes a person glorious. All the characters of Ramayan are full of glories. Why? Because they all sacrificed for the benefit of others. So, when Lord Ram, Bharat, Lakshman, Shatrugna, they were born, but somehow Lakshman and Shatrugna, they are born from who? Sumitra. Bharat was born from Kaikeyi and Ram was born from Kausalya. But these two, the pair, Lakshman and Shatrugna used to cry. And nobody could stop their crying. And they could not understand also why they are crying, and they are also not able to understand how to stop their crying. Then somebody advised that their pair is not a proper pair. Change the pair. So keep Lakshmana with Ram and keep Shatrugna with Bharat. And when that happened, all crying stopped. So why we are crying in this material world? We are all crying. Right or wrong? We take birth, how? By crying. The person who gives birth, she cries, and whoever takes birth also cries. If they don't cry, doctors are very much in anxiety. Something wrong. If they cry, normal delivery. Things are normal. In this world, what is normal? Crying. So you come into this world crying. Mother is crying, baby is crying, and others are celebrating happy birthday. That is the Adbhuta. That is the peculiar nature of this material world. And then we all die. When we die, we all cry. And in between, we are all crying. Starting point crying, ending point crying, in between crying. Why you are crying? And nobody can stop this crying. For some reason, we can manage certain cause of crying, then another cause comes, but we keep on crying, keep on crying. Why? Because we are not in perfect pair. We are not with the master. Lakshmana was crying, why? Because he was not with Lord Ram. Shatrugna was crying, why? He was not with Bharat. When they become part of their master, immediately crying stopped. In the same way, we are crying, why? Because we are not connected with our master. And Lord Ram is our master. So when we get connected through service to Lord Ram, then our crying will stop. So we stop our journey in this material world when we get connected with the Supreme Lord. So that is the lesson to be learned, that we are suffering in this world, we are crying in this world. Why? Because we are disconnected with our eternal master. So from Ramayan we should learn that we should get connected again with our master. And who is the perfect master? Lord Ram is the perfect master. And when we get connected with him, we also become perfect. And we will stop crying and enjoying the bliss of Krishna consciousness. And after ending our life, we will go back to the eternal kingdom of Lord Ram and enjoy the eternal bliss in Krishna consciousness. Thank you very much. Hare Krishna, Krishna Krishna, Hare Hare, Hare Ram, Ram Ram, Hare Hare.